Life gets busy. In our fast-paced world, it often feels like there are never enough hours in the day. From juggling work responsibilities to managing family commitments, the demands on our time can be overwhelming. We rush from one task to the next, barely catching our breath. Sometimes we need a little extra time to get things done. Whether it's finishing a project at work, helping the kids with their homework, or simply finding a moment to relax, those extra minutes can make all the difference. It's no wonder that many of us feel like we're constantly racing against the clock. That's true for taxes too. When tax season rolls around, the pressure can be intense. Gathering all the necessary documents, making sure everything is accurate, and meeting the deadline can be a daunting task. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out. Did you know almost 15 million Americans file for tax extensions every year? That's a significant number of people who recognize the need for a bit more time to get their financial affairs in order. It's a common and practical solution for many. That's right, millions of people just like you need a little breathing room. Taking a step back and giving yourself the time you need can help reduce stress and improve the quality of your work. It's about finding balance and not letting the pressure get to you. Don't stress if you're feeling the pressure. It's perfectly normal to need more time, and there's no shame in asking for it. In fact, taking care of your mental health and well-being should always be a priority. Filing for an extension is perfectly legal, and it's easier than you think. With just a few simple steps, you can give yourself the extra time you need to file your taxes accurately and without the last-minute rush. It's all about taking control and making a plan. By being proactive and organized, you can manage your time more effectively and reduce the stress that comes with looming deadlines. We're going to break down the process of filing for a tax extension online. From gathering the necessary information to submitting the form, we'll guide you through each step to ensure you feel confident and prepared. By the end of this essay, you'll feel confident and ready to tackle your taxes head-on. You'll have the knowledge and tools you need to file for an extension with ease. Remember, being prepared is half the battle. Taking the time to plan and organize can make a world of difference. So take a deep breath, follow our guide, and give yourself the time you need to get it right. Filing a tax extension basically means you're asking the government for more time to complete your tax return. This can be a lifesaver if you're feeling overwhelmed by the approaching deadline and need a bit more breathing room to get everything in order. It's not a way to avoid paying your taxes, but rather a method to ensure you have ample time to gather all necessary documents and information. Many people find tax season stressful, and an extension can help alleviate some of that pressure, just a way to delay the filing deadline. By doing so, you can avoid the rush and potential mistakes that come with last-minute filing. It's important to note that while the filing deadline is extended, any taxes owed are still due by the original deadline. Think of it like this. It's like hitting the pause button on your taxes. This pause allows you to take a step back, review your financial situation, and ensure that everything is in order before you submit your return. This gives you extra time to gather all your documents, check for errors, and make sure everything is accurate. It's a chance to double-check your work and avoid any potential issues that could arise from rushing through the process, and make sure everything is accurate. Accuracy is key when it comes to taxes, as even small mistakes can lead to big problems down the line. Taking the time to review your documents thoroughly can save you a lot of hassle in the future. Remember, even with an extension, you'll still need to estimate your tax liability and pay any taxes owed by the original deadline. This means you should have a good understanding of your financial situation and be prepared to make a payment if necessary, and pay any taxes owed by the original deadline. Failing to do so can result in penalties and interest, which can add up quickly. It's always better to pay on time, even if you're still working on your return. But don't worry, we'll cover all that in detail later. In the meantime, take a deep breath and remember that an extension is a tool to help you manage your taxes more effectively. With a little extra time and careful planning, you can ensure that your tax return is accurate and complete. Let's face it, taxes can be confusing. There are forms to fill out, deadlines to meet, and it can feel like a foreign language sometimes. Many people struggle with the process, especially if they're not tech-savvy. Some common issues people face include missing documents, trouble understanding tax forms, and fear of making mistakes. It's easy to get overwhelmed. But here's the good news. Filing for an extension online is surprisingly simple, even if you're not a computer whiz. Plus, there are more resources available than ever before to help you navigate the process. Ready to take control of your taxes? Filing for a tax extension can seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the right guidance, you can easily navigate through the process and ensure you meet all the necessary requirements. Here's a step-by-step guide to filing your tax extension online, a process that can save you from unnecessary stress and potential penalties. Step 1. Gather your information. This is the foundation of your tax extension process. Having all your documents in one place will make the subsequent steps much smoother. You'll need your Social Security number, last year's tax return, and any relevant income documents. These are crucial for accurately filling out your extension form. Relevant income documents include W-2 forms, 1099 forms, and any other records of income. Make sure you have these on hand to avoid any delays. Step 2. Choose your filing method. You have several options here. You can file online, which is often the quickest and most convenient method. Alternatively, you can use tax software, which can guide you through the process with ease. Or if you prefer a more personal touch, you can seek the help of a tax professional. They can provide expert advice and ensure that everything is filled out correctly. Step 3. Complete the required form. For federal taxes, you'll need to file Form 4868. This form is the application for automatic extension of time to file U.S. individual income tax return. Form 4868 is straightforward but requires accurate information. Double-check all entries to avoid any mistakes that could delay your extension. The form asks for basic information such as your name, address, and Social Security number. It also requires an estimate of your total tax liability for the year. Step 4. Estimate your tax liability. This step is crucial because it determines whether you need to make a payment when you file for an extension. Calculate how much you think you owe in taxes. Use your income documents and last year's tax return as a reference. If you're unsure, tax software or a professional can help you make an accurate estimate. Step 5. Make your payment. If you owe taxes, you can pay online, by mail, or by phone. Paying online is often the fastest and most secure method. If you choose to pay by mail, make sure to send your payment well before the deadline to avoid any late fees. Paying by phone is another convenient option, especially if you prefer speaking to a representative. Step 6. Submit your extension form. This is the final step in the process. Make sure to submit your form electronically or mail it in by the deadline. Submitting electronically is often faster and provides immediate confirmation. If you choose to mail your form, ensure it is postmarked by the deadline. Remember, meeting the deadline is crucial to avoid penalties. With these steps, you can confidently file your tax extension and gain the extra time you need to complete your tax return accurately. One of the best things about filing for an extension online is the availability of user-friendly tools and resources. Gone are the days of struggling with complicated paperwork. In 2025, there are even more options to simplify the process. Many tax software programs offer free or low-cost options for filing extensions. These programs guide you through each step, making it almost foolproof. Plus, the IRS website has a wealth of information and resources, including FAQs, videos, and interactive tools. You can even track the status of your extension online. Once you've successfully filed your extension, take a deep breath and give yourself a pat on the back. You've just bought yourself valuable time. But remember, this is not the time to procrastinate. Use this extra time wisely to gather all your tax documents, review your information carefully, and consider seeking professional help if needed. Remember, the goal is to file an accurate and complete tax return by the extended deadline. Speaking of deadlines, it's crucial to stay organized and keep track of important dates. The deadline to file your tax extension is usually October 15th. Don't wait until the last minute. Mark your calendar, set reminders on your phone, and make a plan to complete your taxes well in advance of the deadline. This will help you avoid unnecessary stress and potential penalties. We understand that dealing with taxes can be daunting, but remember, you don't have to go it alone. There are resources available to help you every step of the way. The IRS offers free tax help for eligible taxpayers, and many communities have volunteer organizations that provide tax assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out for help if you need it. Filing your taxes on time is an essential part of taking control of your finances. By understanding the process and utilizing available resources, you can approach tax season with confidence. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about your taxes, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and achieve your financial goals. So go ahead, take charge of your money and your future.